Uvalde Radio. We live, work, and play here.
Hey, it's UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel. We are checking in, recorded live at the Uvalde Civic Center for National Night Out, having a good time out here. This is presented by our friends over at Davis Bail Bonds. Lou's over at Davis Bail Bonds now, and our good friends Lacie at Encina Properties. But I'm here with the American Legion, Post 479. And how are you doing today, sir?
We're doing awesome.
The commander, I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's all right. Yeah, absolutely.
So what is your name again?
It's Jose Saucedo.
Jose, now, so you guys have been here in town forever and ever, right?
Absolutely.
And you're recently, you've been a commander for what, a year or two?
30 years, my third year.
30 year, okay.
We've actually celebrating 90 years of existence in Uvalde. But actually, we're having a trunk or treat on Saturday, October 26th from 5 to 7 p.m. and hopefully invite the community to come out and have fun with us. So that's going to bring your kids out at our parking lot on 583 West Main.
Now, you guys have been doing this for a long time, too, right?
Yes, this is our third year actually of doing it. Some of our moms from the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts kind of came up with the idea. And it's a way to give back to our community and our kids.
So again, that's going to be Saturday, October 26th. Kind of a nice alternative for a Halloween party. Nice and safe for the family.
Absolutely, yes,
basically, you're going to have the vehicles out there with the trunks open, decorated, some candy.
Yes,
kids
sir,
can come out in their costumes. Do you still need some help? Getting some volunteers or are you guys filled up?
Yeah, if anybody wants to come by, like I said, they can give me a call. And my number is 830-486-5196. Or just show up that day and set up. And again, it's all fun for the community and it's for the kids.
And now you mentioned the Cub Scouts. Are you guys intertwined with the
Yes,
American Legion?
Yes. What we do is
I did not know that.
Yeah,
wow,
we sponsor the Cub Scouts and we also sponsor the Boy Scouts.
Right
so
on.
it's PAC 479. So again, one way those are things that we give back to our community and how we support youth programs.
Now, I know you guys do some stuff for veterans, obviously. Or do you have any other upcoming events? I know you guys do a big thing. Is it in the spring or is it?
Absolutely, no. In November 11th.
November, okay.
Yeah, so we have a Veterans Day event at the Fairplex. We also invite all our veterans in our community for that. And we also have a Thanksgiving meal scheduled the same day on Sunday. And it's open to the community. We partnered up with some partners, and we do give out a free Thanksgiving meal.
Wow,
for
very
the
cool.
community. Yeah, so we'll put out flyers and we'll put it out on our webpage and our Facebook. So we do have a Facebook page.
You have a Facebook page.
Yes,
do you happen to know? We just look for
American Legion Post 479.
479, boom.
And they'll come out and we put out our information on that.
Well, again, thank you so much for the information, and we'll see you Saturday, October 26th. Don't miss Trunk or Treat. Bring your kids out for a nice, safe time with the American Legion.
Yes, sir,
all right?
absolutely.
All right, that's going to wrap it up here with the American Legion. We're at the Civic Center for National Night Out. This is UvaldeRadio.net.
Uvalde Radio, providing local news and community information every hour. National news by Fox News Radio at 9 a.m., noon, and 3 p.m. Uvalde area obituaries at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And the best mix of music to listen at work. Uvalde Radio.
Hey, it's UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel. We are live at the Uvalde Civic Center out in the parking lot for National Night Out. This is brought to you by our friends at Davis Bail Bonds and Lacie Huddleston at Encina Properties. So thank you, ladies, for Lou is over there at Davis Bail Bonds. So shout out to Lou. All right, so I'm here with the Boy Scouts of America, man. And you guys are looking fly in your khaki colors and your, what is this, the bandana and the little brooch thing? Is that what it is, a brooch? What do you call that?
It's a neckerchief.
A neckerchief, okay, yeah. Now, believe it or not, I used to be a Cub Scout and a Webelos. Didn't make it to Boy Scouts. I was ornery, but you guys have made it up. So let's go ahead and start off with your names, guys. Tell us your name and a rank, I guess, if you got one of those.
I'm Connor Bennett. My rank is Star.
All right.
Jeremiah Lania Somary, first class.
All right.
My name is Daniel Lira. I just got recruited today.
All right, newbie, new school. All right, I like it. All right, so you guys are right here for National Night Out, doing some recruiting, I guess. Not just trying to get some kids in the pack. How's that going so far?
We've got a couple that have been interested in there.
So what is the I guess most popular question that these young men ask of you guys whenever you're recruiting?
Mostly just what we do as the organization. And I guess would be the most popular question.
So what do you do as an organization? What's your name again, sir?
Jeremiah Lania.
Jeremiah, what do you guys do for the most part?
Well, for whenever we're doing camps, we do it so we can get merit badges, which it also helps us in the future with if you get your Eagle Scout and your Golden Palms, which that's after you get Eagle. It will help you for whenever you join the service and getting a job and then just basically in life.
Is that what your goal is, to join the service, or do you have some other idea?
Some other idea to be, whenever I get older, be in welding.
All right, very good, man. All right. So, obviously, the Boy Scouts prepare you guys just to be just good individuals, right? I mean, just good people on the planet, which is world really, really needs right now. Now, what was your name again, buddy?
Daniel.
Daniel. Now, you're the new guy. How long have you been in again?
Since yesterday.
Since yesterday. You're brand new, huh? Okay, so what's the enrollment process like? How did it go? What did you have to do to get involved and to get signed up?
My cousins had asked if I wanted to join, and then so I just got recruited by them.
So have you learned anything, any life lessons, any tidbits of wisdom, information? Have you learned anything yet? I know you're one day into it, but have you taken away anything yet?
No, I haven't.
No, he hasn't. All right. He at least is honest. That's good. So what are you looking forward to the most as being a Boy Scout?
I want to be an Eagle Scout when I get older.
And why do you want to be an Eagle Scout?
So I can have a good job and live a good life.
Really? Okay, very good. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good way to be. Now, I got a dad over here. You want to talk, Dad? Anything? Are you a scout leader? Are you a dad of one of the kids here? You're kind of all right. So what? Obviously, he had to run it by you to become a scout. What do you feel like he's going to take away from this experience?
Well, Scouts teaches you a lot of different skills through life. They teach you things about how to build a fire, how to tie knots, how to do first aid, assist you in all kinds of life lessons that you'll need throughout your life.
Right.
If you become an Eagle Scout, whenever you apply for jobs, they'll look at that. It's an achievement that you've done in your life. It helps with your jobs.
Yeah.
It looks real good on a job interview.
Yeah, man, I would have done much better if I would have finished out, man. But, man, it's really cool talking to you guys. Boy Scouts of America, what's your troop number, guys?
479.
479, okay. And where can we find more information? Let's just say somebody's listening, or maybe their mom or dad, and they want to get more information. Who do they contact? How do they find out?
Contact David Pena.
Okay. Oh, here we go. We got a recruitment poster here. Something for everyone. David Pena, 830-279-2287. Again, that's David Pena, 830-279-2287. Or Pat Ramos at 591-3160. That's 591-3160. Of course, join the Scouts, and the website is beascout.org. All right, so, gentlemen, you guys are awesome, man. So y'all make some noise for yourselves. Come on. Whoop and holler. It's okay. Y'all make some noise. Just clap. They're so polite. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. Now make some noise. Come on. All right, there we go. Now it's a party. Again, we're a National Night Out at the Civic Center here in Uvalde. Again, this broadcast brought to you by Lacie Huddleston at Encina Properties and our good friend Lou at Davis Bail Bonds. I'm Robert Miguel. We'll be back with more on Uvalde Radio.
Uvalde, Texas, home of Oscar-winning actor Matthew McConaughey, actress Dale Evans, and Grammy Award-winning Tejano group Los Palominos. Stars at night are big and bright deep in the heart of Uvalde, Texas.
All right.
Uvalde Radio.
Hey, it's UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel. We are live at the Uvalde Civic Center for National Night Out, a huge community program. I'm telling you what, everybody's out here representing, showing us the best side of all things we have to offer here in Uvalde County. And I'm here with the Animal Control. What's the title of the
We're Animal Control officers for the Uvalde PD for the city of Uvalde.
Wow. So, man, I was saying, you guys have your work cut out for you. There's all these strays always running around.
Yes, sir. We work with a wide variety of animals. We work with, people think that we work with the domestic, which is the cat and the dog. We actually work as state-certified humane officers or animal control officers. We work with all animals.
So those deers we see on Nopal, you got to take care of those?
Take care of those. We work with the exotics. Around here, there's a lot of exotics. Snakes and critters and you name it, man. We work with everything.
So what is the craziest, most exotic, interesting animal you've had to come in contact with and try to figure something out with?
We had an aoudad about 4 years ago.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Aoudad looks like a ram. They look exactly like a ram.
Wow.
It's an exotic. It got loose from somebody, and it was running crazy through the city of Uvalde. We had so much trouble. We ended up tranking it to slow it down, and it took a while to get it slowed down. So, but that's one of our crazy calls. Another one was...
Sounds like a drunk buddy of mine.
Oh, man. We also had an emu loose one time.
Okay.
That was a challenging thing because, big bird. Emu's a big bird.
Yeah.
So that's pretty challenging. And so we've had a wide variety of different animals like that give us a challenge. Dogs and cats, not so much a challenge. They're easy for us now because we work with them so much. But when it comes to exotics and or livestock. Livestock is one hard thing to do.
Yeah.
We had a 1,000-pound bull run through the city. We tried a hard time trying to get that thing.
Man, that's crazy.
Crazy.
I want to have a beer with you and have stories. You know what I forgot? I didn't get your name. What's your name, sir?
My name is Officer Alvarez, or Pete Alvarez.
Okay, Pete Alvarez, thank you so much for the time. Now, tell me, what are you guys doing here at National Night Out? Just spreading some information?
Yeah, we're spreading out information about animals, different laws that we have. We enforce the animal laws too. We just, and rabies control, city ordinance, for ticks, snakes, and hot weather, cold weather information. We got all kinds of information to give out for people.
What are some of the most, I guess, if you just had a couple of laws that people need to know here in the city proper that are most useful, what would you say those are?
I would say the rabies vaccine.
Okay.
Rabies vaccine is very important because it's a state law to have rabies. You have a rabies outbreak, and then we have a pretty big problem for the city. And that right there, a citation alone is $241.
Yike.
And not including court costs. So it's high up there. It's easy, $30 to get. Get your vaccination for $25 for the rabies vaccine, $5 for the registration, $30 you covered. We understand dogs get loose. Just as long as it doesn't happen frequent, or we have to cite you for that too.
And where would be your suggestion to take? Would it be the voucher at the Humane Society, or is there other programs that you guys suggest?
Yeah, the voucher's great for the Humane Society because they do the spay and neuter.
Right, yeah.
That's a good thing because you're not spreading outbreak of animals, spreading diseases and stuff like that. But for the rabies vaccine, any vet of your choice, they're the only ones that can do it, and get them there.
I think that the Southwest Texas Veterinary Clinic does like a special thing, right? Usually like a drive, a rabies drive, right?
Yeah, they do a rabies drive every year. I don't know what month they do it because they change every year. But they do it, and I think it's only like a $15 charge.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's in the spring. So.
It's cheap and easy, and you're doing the public a favor. You're doing your fellow neighbors and people around public a favor for that. So.
No, we've got this flag behind us, and you've got this orange stripe through the flag. Give me an explanation as to what that is.
The orange means it's against animal cruelty. The ASPCA adopted that in 85 for animal cruelty. It's their color, the orange color for animal cruelty, and we enforce against animal cruelty. We know we're against animal cruelty in our shirts, and that's why we have the orange flag representing. We're against animal cruelty.
Well, right on. Well, of course you are. You're making sure that these animals are taken care of. You got to get them off the streets, but you're doing it humanely, and lovingly.
Yes,
so taking care of residents and animals alike. So I guess Officer Alvarez, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for coming.
Where can we find more information about all the things we've been talking about?
Anytime for me, you can call the PD at 278-9147. Ask for animal control. One of us will get in contact with you, and we'll answer any question you need. If we don't have it, we'll look for it. We'll get you that answer. That's what we do.
Well, thank you so much for what you guys do, man. God bless you guys. Again, we're here at the Uvalde Civic Center for National Night Out. This is brought to you by Encina Properties and our friends at Davis Bail Bonds. We'll be back with more on Uvalde Radio.
Liquor and guns and UvaldeRadio.net. It's a Uvalde thing.
Hey, it's UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel. We are live at the Uvalde Civic Center for National Night Out, a great community event here. There are so many great agencies and, law enforcement and services here today. This broadcast is brought to you by our friends Lacie Huddleston at Encina Properties and our friend Lou over at Davis Bail Bonds. I'm here with the Uvalde EMS, and what is your name, ma'am?
Courtney.
And you're a paramedic, right?
Yes.
There's only one of you.
There's a few of us.
No. See, that was a paramedic jokes. So what is, first of all, how long have you been a paramedic?
I've been a paramedic for 6 years.
So what was that process like becoming, what kind of schooling is required?
You do have to go to college, and you go for a few months, you become a basic. There's a few steps to it. And once you become a basic, then you go back to school, get your paramedic, and you're done. You got to take a state test and a national test and get your certification.
Now, you look like you're having a really good time out here today. Well, what exactly is the Uvalde EMS doing here at National Night Out?
We are here presenting all the kids some of the equipment we have. They can walk in, look through the truck. We'll show them our EKG monitors, some of the bags and stuff we carry with us, and answer any questions they may have.
That's got to be kind of cool in a sense that, you're warming them up in case, God forbid, they ever have to get in one of those one day, right?
Right, yeah. We kind of tell them, this is where you would lay. We have seat belts just like a regular car. We put these stickers on you. They don't hurt. That way, if we do ever have to go to a call for them, they're not scared. They're like, oh, I remember this. And
Well, tell me, what part of which instruments or what piece of equipment do the kids seem to gravitate towards the most?
Our EKG machine.
Now, what exactly is an EKG? I think I know, but go ahead and explain it to me for the dumb kids in the audience.
We put a bunch of stickers on you, and it takes a picture of your heart, kind of let us know if there's anything going on, if you're having a heart attack, and so...
You looked at me weird, like that guy's a ticking time bomb.
So I guess because kids with technology, it looks like a computer, so that's the one thing that they look at, like, oh, what's that?
I'm going to turn to the Incredible Hulk. That's awesome. Well, again, we're talking to Courtney here. Is that right, Courtney?
Yes.
Paramedic here with the Uvalde EMS. Tell me about the Uvalde EMS. I guess just you guys are actually a private company, right?
We are a private company. We do 911 for the county, and we also have a contract with the hospital. We'll take patients to San Antonio for the hospital here.
Well, what is a day in the life for somebody at EMS or a paramedic?
The day is never the same.
Right, okay.
That is what we love about it.
Some boring, some super exciting?
Yeah. Some days we can come in for a 24-hour shift, have 1 or 2 calls, and then the next time you come in, you'll have like 12. So
now you said 24-hour shift, and that's what
normal.
You guys do. So what is that work schedule like?
So we pick our own schedule. So as long as we have 48 hours a week, we do 2 24-hour shifts a week.
Nice, okay.
So it's not bad. You get a lot of days off.
Now, no numbers required, but you guys get paid, compensated fairly well?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Are you feeling good about it?
Yes.
All right, very well. You're smiling. All right. So, and I guess what's a common misconception about EMS, or maybe a little known fact that you'd like to clarify if you could?
I guess some people are pretty apprehensive about doing it. They think that they won't know what they're doing, or that they're going to see, a very sick person and be scared. And I mean, once you start doing it, you're not really scared. You know what you're doing and you do the job.
And you got to feel like you're helping people, right?
Right.
I mean, first responder, man.
Yes.
I mean,
we
that's
love
awesome.
helping people.
Well, thank you for what you do. I mean, it's got to be a tough job. But I mean, like I said, you're such a warm personality. You're smiling. It has to be enriching your life, right?
I love my job. I've been doing it for 12 years. So.
Well, again, we've been talking to Courtney here with Uvalde EMS, and I just, with someone like you at that end of it, I don't mind having a heart attack. Scratch that. God, take care of me. But yeah, we're out here at the Civic Center for National Night Out. Remember, it's brought to you by Lacie, Huddleston, and Encina Properties, and our good friend Lou over at Davis Bail Bonds. Courtney, thank you so much for your time.
Yes, no problem. Thank you.
Anyway, is any way we can get a hold of you guys? Like, you got a Facebook page or website?
We do have a Facebook page on Uvalde EMS.
Okay. Well, very good. We'll be back with more. This is UvaldeRadio.net.
All right. Thank you.
A playlist as diverse as the community it serves. Uvalde Radio. Uvalde Radio.
Hey, it's UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel. We are live at the Uvalde Civic Center. Remember, this broadcast over at National Night Out is brought to you by our friends Lacie, Huddleston, and Encina Properties, and Lou over at Davis Bail Bonds. And you know what? Here's a man who's probably not a stranger to bail bonds. But I'm talking to Judge Hagan. Is that right?
That's right.
So, wow, I got to say this. You're very young for a judge, sir. You hear it all the time, don't you?
You're very kind. I appreciate that. Municipal Court of Uvalde is the city court. We're located at City Hall. We have traffic tickets that are mostly written by the Uvalde Police Department. And we are here emphasizing safety. So we've got a lot of handouts. We've got reflective Halloween bags, other things.
You got a lot of swag here. There's books, pencils, cups, little Halloween bags. The kids they're eating it up. It's great.
Our clerks of court are really amazing. They do an amazing job, and once a year we do National Night Out, and they've been preparing for a while. So I can tell you that we are ready to go, and we're giving kids and everybody else lots of stuff to take home.
Now, Your Honor, how long have you been a judge?
It has actually been since 2011, so a little bit over 8 years.
And what kind of, educational background did it take for you to acquire that title?
I went to law school, and I'm a lawyer in Texas. And ultimately, our court is does not require the judge to be a lawyer, but it helps. We want to make sure that we apply the law fairly and equitably.
So what is the thing you absolutely love the most about being a judge in Uvalde, Texas?
I think dealing with the people is the highlight, and getting a chance to see that justice is done is the other highlight.
And if there was a hard part, the thing that maybe you wish was a little bit easier, what's the toughest part of the job?
Giving people bad news.
Yeah, I imagine so, right?
But that's part of it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, as parents, we got to spank our kids. Well, that's not PC to say anymore. But you got to punish your kids every now and again, and you're the big parent in town, apparently.
We just want there to be safety out there, and that's the number one goal. Everything else is second to that.
Well, thank you so much much for what you do here in our community. It must be a much harder job than you're making it sound. So we do appreciate the hard time and effort you put in. Who are the ladies over here with you? Are these the court clerks? Or?
Yes. So we've got Marissa, our court clerk, and we've got Josie, our lead court clerk, right there as well.
Shout out to the clerks. They're awesome. And again, we're here with Judge Hagan here at National Night Out. We're at the Uvalde Civic Center doing some check-ins. Just a fantastic community event. Have you had a time to look around the grounds here? And
I tell you, it really amazes me on how many great tables there are and great organizations there are. It just says a lot about this great community.
Well, it's fantastic, and you know the popcorn smells amazing too.
Yes.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more. It's National Night Out, brought to you by Encina Properties and Davis Bail Bonds. This is UvaldeRadio.net.
Uvalde Radio, cool in the shade in Tree City, USA. Uvalde Radio.
Hey, it's UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel checking in live at the Uvalde Civic Center for National Night Out, having a good time. This portion of broadcasting is brought to you by our friends at Davis Bail Bonds, Lou at Davis Bail Bonds, and Lacie Huddleston at Encina Properties. Thank you, ladies, for making this happen. Now, we're here with Workforce Solutions. What's your name, ma'am?
Sally Ortiz. I'm actually a case manager in employment services.
Okay, so you guys basically get people gigs. You keep us working hard, right?
Yes, and we also post employment for job postings for employers. Okay, not only do we help customers find employment, but we also help the employers.
So staffing services, essentially.
Yes.
All right, okay,
yes.
Very good. Now, you guys are the building that's kind of just slightly on the west side of Main Street, right?
Right, next to the car wash.
Now, if somebody needs a job, what do they need to do? Do they give you guys a call? Is it better for them to stop by, bring their resume? What's the best way?
Stop by, and that way they can register in the Work in Texas. You can even do it from home. It's workintexas.com. It's a registration that is all over the state of Texas.
Now, if they don't have a computer at home, they don't have any way to online access, you can come and see you guys.
Yes.
So do they need to bring any pertinent information, any IDs or anything, or?
Not really.
So you guys pretty much handle it all, huh? Oh, look at that! Woo, that's a party. That's the fire department, man, having a good time. I'm going to continue with this interview. So, Workforce Solutions, what are your business hours?
8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
And if you're unemployed, that's perfect time for you because you don't got the gig. You need to get out there. Do you have are there any job listings right now that you might mention on top of your head?
We have quite a few job listings, and we also do trainings. Right now we're promoting the lineman training, CDL training. So if you guys want a CDL or become a lineman, the lineman is a real high-in demand occupation right now, and so is CDL. Come by and talk to us and see us.
Now, is there a website or a phone number they can call for more information?
I believe there's a website, but I'm not going to lie to you.
Is it Work in Texas? Sure. Is that the one?
It might be Work in Texas.
Okay, I don't know. Okay. You know, it's right. Uvalde is everything's 2 miles away. Yeah. So just stop by the building over there on West Side and go see them at the Workforce. Thank you so much
for
welcome. Talking to us.
Thank you.
Again, it's Robert Miguel. We are live at the Uvalde Civic Center for National Night Out, brought to you by Lacie Huddleston at Encina Properties and Lou over at Davis Bail Bonds. We'll be back with more on Uvalde Radio.
Uvalde Radio. We live, work, and play here.
Hey, it's UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel once again checking in from the Uvalde Civic Center for National Night Out. Really, really cool event. A great community outreach. All the agencies of first responders, law enforcement, and then just great community services all in one place at the Uvalde Civic Center parking lot. And this, of course, segment of programming is brought to you by our friends Lacie Huddleston at Encina Properties and Lou over at Davis Bail Bonds. I'm here with Mr. Paul. How you doing, sir?
So far, so good.
You are here with the Uvalde Volunteer Fire Department,
yes,
and
sir.
Your pager and your machines are going off. You got to get that?
Actually, it's just EMS.
Okay. Just EMS, he says. All right, so you're here with for National Night Out. I saw some kids crawling up and down your big red fire engine truck.
Yes,
How's
sir.
it been so far tonight?
So far, so good. Been really neat. Really neat.
Are you schooling some of these kids on what's going on with the fire department, or what's
just letting them look at the truck? We'll do more schooling on that next week, which is fire prevention. Where we'll go to several of the schools throughout the week and give a little bit more fire safety kind of stuff and talk about some action plans that you need to think about at home, like exit drills at home. Make sure you've got smoke detectors, changing the batteries twice a year. So November the 3rd is time change. It's good to change your smoke detector battery. If your smoke detector is 10 years old or older, you you need to replace the whole deal. Most of them have a date on the back of it, so you need to look at the date and see when your when your smoke detector was manufactured. And if it's older than 10 years, you need to replace the whole deal.
You know, when you started going there, I kind of wanted to be like, womp womp. I mean, this is important stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a matter of life and death, literally. And you guys know about this.
Yes.
So,
yes.
You know, getting back to the fire truck, the kids, they got to love this. What do they gravitate towards the most?
Just looking in it,
the whole thing,
asking lots of questions, yeah. So we try to educate them in that manner and just answer their questions as best we can.
Well, let's talk about the volunteer fire department. You of course, put together with primarily volunteers.
Yes, sir.
And then not only are you volunteering your time, efforts, and energy to save lives and take care of our community, but you're also, like you said, you're schooling kids and adults
yes,
on
sir.
fire safety. How much of the time does it take out of your day in your life?
We're on call 24/7, 365. Of course, if we're out of town, being a volunteer, we're out of town, but we got approximately 30 to 40 volunteers right now, 3 paid drivers, 1 shift per day, and like I said, 30 to 40 volunteers. So we've got the city covered at all times. Just whenever we encounter people, I especially love it after we get through with Fire Prevention Week, and I see kids out at H-E-B, Walmart, wherever, and they say, "Oh, I saw you at your school," and I say, "Did you?" And their parents are with them. I ask, because when I'm at fire prevention, I tell them, you need to go home and talk with mom and dad, brothers and sisters, grannies and grandpas, aunts and uncles about the things that we tell them about the exit drills, about the smoke detectors, and not leaving candles unattended, not leaving pans on the stove unattended, things like that. And so I ask the parents if they talk to them, and they get this sheepish look.
Right.
And the parents are always looking at me like, who are you talking to my kid? But then I introduce myself and identify myself that I was at their school for fire prevention, and I get to interact with the parents and get to educate them as well.
You're so intense. I don't ever want to be parent shamed by you, sir. But man, it is actually invaluable information, very important. Now, you mentioned a whole lot of cool tips in a very short amount of time. Mm-hmm. If you could just share one really important thing with those listening right now, what would that number one tip be? And it can be 2 or 3 if you need.
Have an exit plan, and the most important part of your exit plan is having a meeting spot outside the home, because even empty nesters need to pick a spot, whether it's the mailbox in the front yard, the tree across the street in the neighbor's yard, or if you're out in the country, the goat barn out in the North 40. That way everybody knows where to meet, because we've heard of stories where husband would go one way, wife would go out another, they run around the house and they don't see each other.
Oh, wow.
And then they both go back in looking for the other and they both perish. But if they have a meeting spot, that to me would be 2 ways out of your house, 2 ways out of your room, and a special meeting spot.
That is great advice, sir. Thank you for that. Now, one final question. You guys seem like you're staffed up pretty good. Are you guys recruiting? Are you ever looking, as far as if somebody wants to be a volunteer?
Always.
Is there room for them?
Always. I mean, yeah, just always. Just show up Monday nights around 6:45, 7 o'clock, and start the process.
So you just go, is there any background check or any other information?
We take care of all that.
Okay, very good. All right, well, again, we've been talking to Paul Stevens here, and you are captain.
No, chaplain.
Chaplain. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the shirt. So chaplain. Oh, of course, you're the chaplain. You're a great man of God, sir, by the way, too. So, but thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Here again, we're at National Night Out with the Uvalde Volunteer Fire Department at the Civic Center. This broadcast again brought to you by Lacie, Huddleston at Encina Properties and our good friend Lou over at Davis Bail Bonds. We'll be back with more. This is Uvalde Radio.
Uvalde Radio, providing local news and community information every hour. National news by Fox News Radio at 9 a.m., noon, and 3 p.m. Uvalde area obituaries at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And the best mix of music to listen at work. Uvalde Radio.
Hey, it's UvaldeRadio.net. It's Robert Miguel once again at the Uvalde Civic Center for National Night Out. A fantastic event. What a community effort, man. It's awesome. It's always a great time, but I'm thinking this one might be the biggest and best. Remember, this is brought to you by Lacie, Huddleston at Encina Properties and our good friend Lou over at Davis Bail Bonds. I'm here with the Chief Daniel Rodriguez. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
You're a busy man today, right?
It's been busy, let me tell you.
So I want to say I saw you up on that, I guess the...
Tower 1, yes.
Tower 1, is that what it's called? Okay. So the fire truck, the big, what is that?
It's a ladder truck. It's a ladder truck that the fire department has.
So what do they do to trick you up into getting on that thing?
Well, actually, I'm the one that requested it.
Really? It's like a ride for you, man.
I wanted to take a picture, bird's eye view picture of the whole National Night Out event we have here. And let me tell you, it was awesome. It's a view from up there.
Wow, really, huh?
Yes, it's a great turnout. We have, law enforcement from all sorts of agencies. You have Uvalde CISD PD here, Border Patrol, DEA, Police Department, Sheriff's Office. We have...
You got the college guys.
We have college, HEBs here, big sponsors.
I see your bike patrols out and about, man.
Bike
Very cool. We talked about them last time. Yeah.
Yes, bike patrol is here. They're out in full effect. We got Air Life. Looks like they're fixing to take off. We still have Folklorico. We got Folklorico.
Ballet Folklorico is on right now. I see the Sahawis are crawling around here. Are they going to dance too, I guess?
They're going to dance as well. So we got lots of fun, lots of games, lots of food.
So as far as the department goes, you guys are always busy. You did the dunk booth a few weeks back for Foursquare Friday. We talked last time about your bike patrol. I see they're out and about today. Those guys are all trained up, ready to go?
Yes. He's trained up. We still have some more that are going to attend some training. But we got it going. So I'm glad to see it out here.
And I got to say this: you're sporting your cool pink badge.
Yes.
I saw a nice photo on Facebook where you guys were talking about Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
You want to elaborate on that?
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and all our officers are wearing pink badges in support of breast cancer awareness.
It's a good color on you, sir.
Thank you.
Good color on you.
Thank you.
But again, we're here with Chief Rodriguez here at National Night Out at the Civic Center. Any other information that the...
I want to remind the public tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. we have Coffee with a Cop at Starbucks.
Okay.
Feel free to come on out. There's no agenda. Just kind of talk and chat and get to know each other. So.
And there's going to be donuts there.
There may be donuts. There's going to be a lot of things there. So
I had to do
Come on out.
I had to go there. All right, Coffee with a Cop. It's going to be Wednesday morning at Starbucks. All right. And again, Chief Rodriguez, thank you guys so much for what you guys do.
Thank you very much.
And gals, of course. And good on you for getting up on that tower, man. You're a brave man. I know you're the right guy for the job because you're a brave man. And that's what we need.
Thank you.
All right, again, it's Robert Miguel. We're wrapping it up here at the Uvalde Civic Center National Night Out, brought to you by Lacie Huddleston at Encina Properties and our good friend Lou, who's now over at Davis Bail Bonds. This is UvaldeRadio.net.